I was setting the table for my husband, Ethan's birthday dinner, when my phone buzzed with a text from my younger sister. "Vanessa, can we talk? It's important." Something about those words made my stomach tighten. An hour later, she walked into my house wearing a smug smile I couldn't quite place. My parents were already there. Ethan was opening gifts in the living room. Then Vanessa cleared her throat. "I think everyone should hear this." The room went silent. She placed a hand on her stomach and looked directly at me. "I'm pregnant with your husband's baby." For a second, I couldn't breathe. "What?" I whispered. Vanessa smirked. "You heard me. Ethan and I have been seeing each other for months." My mother gasped. My father looked at Ethan in horror. I turned toward my husband, expecting anger, guilt, something. Instead, he looked completely confused. "Sarah, I swear I have no idea what she's talking about." Vanessa rolled her eyes dramatically. Of course he'd deny it. The room exploded into shouting. But unlike everyone else, I wasn't surprised. Because 3 weeks earlier, I'd caught Vanessa telling strange lies about me to relatives. Something felt off, so I quietly hired a private investigator. And that investigator was sitting in the corner of the dining room right now. Most people thought he was a family friend. They had no idea why he was really there. As Vanessa continued her performance, I noticed the pie slowly rise from his chair. And when he opened the folder in his hands, the confident smile on my sister's face began to disappear. The entire room froze as the investigator stepped forward. "Before anyone believes this story," he said calmly, "there are a few things you should know." Vanessa's confident expression flickered for the first time. "What is this?" she snapped. The PI opened his folder and placed several documents on the table. "For the past 3 weeks, I've been investigating Ms. Vanessa at Sarah's request." My mother's eyes widened. "Investigating her? Why?" "Because Sarah had reason to believe Vanessa was lying about several important matters." Vanessa laughed nervously. "This is ridiculous." But nobody else was laughing. The investigator pulled out photos. During the period, Vanessa claimed she was having an affair with Ethan. Ethan was either at work, at home, or traveling with his wife. We found no evidence of any relationship between them. I felt a wave of relief wash over me. Then the PI revealed something even worse. However, we did discover that Vanessa has been seeing another man. The color drained from her face. "What?" my father whispered. The investigator placed more photos on the table. There was Vanessa, holding hands with an unfamiliar man outside an apartment building. "According to our findings," the PI continued, "this man is the likely father of her child." The room erupted. Vanessa jumped to her feet. "You hired someone to spy on me?" "No," I said quietly. "I hired someone to find the truth." For the first time that night, my sister looked scared. But what none of us knew was that the biggest secret hadn't been exposed yet. And in the next few minutes, Vanessa's entire world was about to collapse. Vanessa stood there shaking, but she still wasn't ready to give up. "This is fake," she snapped. "All of it. You paid him to lie about me?" But the investigator didn't react. He calmly flipped to the next page in his folder. "That's not all," he said. The room went silent again. He placed a medical report on the table. "This is a prenatal record from a clinic 2 towns over. Vanessa visited this clinic alone under a different name." My heart started pounding. Vanessa's eyes darted around the room like she was searching for an escape. "No, you don't understand," she stammered. But the pie continued. "The pregnancy is real, but the father is not Ethan." My mother covered her mouth. My father sank into a chair. Ethan finally stepped forward, his voice low and sharp. "So you lied to my entire family. For what?" Vanessa's eyes filled with panic now. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I felt something shift inside me. The anger was no longer just emotional, it was clear, controlled. The investigator closed his folder. "There's one more thing," he said. He turned toward me, and that's when I realized this wasn't even the final reveal. Because Vanessa didn't just lie about Ethan. She had been secretly trying to destroy my marriage from the inside out, and the proof was already in my hands, waiting for the moment I chose to expose it. I looked at my sister, who was now trembling, and for the first time that night, I spoke calmly. Vanessa, you should have stopped while you still had control. The room felt different now. Not loud, not chaotic, just exposed. Vanessa stood in the center, her confidence completely gone, like someone had pulled the ground out from under her. I took a slow breath and looked at the investigator. Show them everything, I said. He nodded. And that was the moment Vanessa finally panicked. No, wait, she shouted. Sarah, please. But it was too late. The PI opened the final set of files. These are messages recovered from Vanessa's backup phone, he said. She has been attempting to contact Ethan multiple times under fake accounts, trying to create the appearance of an affair. Ethan's jaw tightened. I never responded to a single one, he said firmly. I blocked everything she sent. The room went silent again. Then the final blow came. The investigator placed one last document on the table. This confirms the father of the baby is the same man she has been secretly living with for months. He's also currently married. Gasps filled the room. Vanessa stumbled back. You destroyed my life, she screamed at me. For the first time that night, I didn't feel anger. I felt clarity. No, I said quietly. You did that all by yourself. My mother tried to speak, but no words came out. My father just shook his head in disbelief. Ethan walked over to me and took my hand. I'm done here, he said. And just like that, everything Vanessa built on lies collapsed. As she was escorted out by my father, she kept crying, but no one followed her. No one stopped her, because the truth had finally taken her place. Later that night, when everything was quiet, Ethan looked at me and asked softly, "Did you ever doubt me?" I shook my head. "No," I said, but I knew someone around us was lying. And for the first time in a long time, I felt peace. Not because I got revenge, but because I finally got the truth. The end.